There was something about him I didn't trust.
Russell Neal could have been the perfect mentor for Catherine Martinez, a young girl reaching for the stars. And Russell knew what it took to be on top as a member of hit R&B group High Five. But Catherine's family was suspicious about Neal from the very start. After leaving her mom's house on June 28th, Catherine is nowhere to be found.
That's the last time we heard from her. That's the last time we got a text message. You know, that's the last time any calls went out from her phone.
Then, on July 1st, a cool and collected Russell Neal strolls into the Houston Police Department.
What did you hear that he said?
He just kept saying they got in a fight and that she might need medical attention.
Paramedics race to the apartment that Catherine shares with her 2 young sons. What they find is the stuff of nightmares.
What was done to her? How was she killed?
She was beaten and stabbed.
Police say they find Catherine dead, bashed with a blunt object. And then there are the stab wounds, multiple strikes with a sharp object. Prosecutors don't want to compromise their case by saying what those objects are, but there's no doubt the assault is vicious.
You couldn't tell it was her.
You couldn't?
No. And I was just hoping they had the wrong person because it didn't look like her. I mean, we all know she was beautiful, but it didn't look like her at all.
This was savage.
It was.
It was overkill.
It was overkill.
And the ultimate low note to the horror, the sisters say Catherine's little boys are right there, locked in a room just feet from the ferocious attack, and their mother's brutally beaten body.
They heard her screaming for her life.
Yes.
Her little boys.
Yes. They were there.
They were there when it happened.
And I believe one of them walked out because he talks about it. He has
nightmares.
Yes. He said Dad had blood on his shoes, and Dad told him it was ketchup.
At the county morgue, Catherine's mom is faced with something no mother should ever see.
And what did you see?
It was, you know, you couldn't recognize. The only thing I recognized about her, it was her teeth, her mouth, her, you know, the way she would smile. That's what I recognized from her.
Her own daughter dead for days, her heartache and rage all focused on one person.
Did you immediately think of Russell?
Yeah.
Without question?
I already know it was him. He was arrested. He turned himself in.
After Russell's shocking admission to police, he refuses to say any more without a lawyer. He's charged with first-degree murder and released on a $100,000 bond. Then Catherine's family's blood runs cold. Adding insult to their pain, they say Catherine's 2 little boys are left in the care of Russell's mom.
They were with him the entire month.
The man, their father, who killed their mother.
Yes.
His mother was letting them see him. He would hide and come over there and let him take baths. And that's CPS found that out, and that's how they were removed.
Yeah, that's how they were removed from her custody, is because she had them together all the time.
Child Protective Services immediately moves the boys into the care of Catherine's mom, Mary.
Do they talk about him?
No,
Never.
they don't. I keep them busy.
But then, 2 months later, a twist that turns the case on its head. Russell's bond is revoked. The reason? The crooner tells his bail bondsman he no longer answers to Russell Neal. His new name is Jesus Christ.
Where is Russell Neal right now?
I'm sorry. At Rusk State Hospital. He's trying to play crazy.
So why would Russell commit such a despicable crime?
Could have been jealousy. He could have seen that, you know, she's about to, you know, sign this contract and she's leaving him in the dust.
I honestly felt if he couldn't have her, nobody couldn't have her.
Yet after a year of treatment at Rusk State Hospital, the Harris County Court comes to a different conclusion. Russell Neal is mentally ill and remains incompetent to stand trial. Up next,
You weren't incompetent when you were spending her money.
is Russell Neal now off the hook for murder?
He's not crazy.
No.
He's not.